So first things you're going to want to do today for making Eggs Benedict is you're going to want to get a pan of boiling water and a heat-proof mixing bowl. You want to get the heat-proof mixing bowl heating up until that's hot. Make sure to have it on like a medium heat. Next, you want to get 225 grams of unsalted butter in a pan. You're going to want to just heat it up on about probably medium heat, just to get it going. So I've got the butter melting away in this pan. I've got this pan heating up, just slightly simmering, but still quite hot. So next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to 3 eggs, and you're going to want to split it into yolks and whites. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to take 1 egg at a time. So take the other eggs out. You're going to want to crack it like this. And you're going to want to pull it apart, but make sure that the yolk does not go in the bowl. You want to keep the yolk in one half of the egg, like this. You're going to want to get the white in there, and you're just going to keep going like this. And the yolk should, like that, yeah. Try and get minimal amounts of yolk in the other bit, and then you just pour the yolk in there. And you do that for all 3 eggs. So once your butter has melted, take it off the heat. So next, you're going to want to add your eggs into this pan that has just simmering water underneath it, like this. Well, so then you just want to start whisking your eggs in this pan. It's important that the water is just simmering, so that the eggs do not scramble. Now you just keep whisking them. And as you can see, the water's just simmering under there. It's also important that this is not touching the water, otherwise it would scramble the eggs. So, next, you're going to want to add 1.5 dessert spoons of white wine vinegar, because that's what gives hollandaise sauce its distinctive vinegar taste. And then you just start whisking. What you're going to want to do is add your melted butter, just a little bit at a time, to your vinegar and eggs. Just a little bit. And then you're going to want to whisk and put it into the sauce. Now, it won't look good at first. It's just going to still look like a bit of a bubbly mess. But you're going to just want to whisk it until it's fully incorporated, and then add a little bit more. This is what makes a hollandaise sauce have a really nice buttery taste. Well, it's just butter really. So it makes it thick and smooth and like a lovely sauce. So you just want to keep, it's quite a laborious task, but it's all worth it at the end, because at the end of the day you get a lovely sauce. Now, it still needs to be on a low heat, otherwise again you might scramble the eggs. You can still scramble the eggs. Some people think even if it's in a sauce with butter, you can still scramble the eggs. That's important that it's still just simmering. So it's getting thicker because the butter and the vinegar and the eggs are reacting together, making a sauce. The person who made hollandaise sauce must have been a genius. So you just keep whisking. Make sure all the butter's there, no bits of butter, left behind. So what it's doing now is it's actually cooking the butter and the eggs together. So it's not just adding butter and eggs that are cold. It's actually cooking the eggs, but not scrambling them. It's cooking them in a different way. That's how it makes this hollandaise sauce. But it's important that it's not just on the direct heat, otherwise it would again scramble the eggs. So we're getting there. Just adding the last little bits of butter, and there we go. All the butter. Then you just keep whisking. So, your result should look like this. A lovely, smooth, thick and creamy sauce. So, here I have a pan. It's not any ordinary pan, it's a special pan that you can put a lid on. And then over there you've got some things that you can poach eggs on. So you just want to fill this up with some boiling water. Just to make sure, this is what poaches the eggs for the Eggs Benedict. So here we've got my boiling water, and I've also got my things for poaching eggs. So this just goes on there like that, like so, and then you put you just crack an egg pretty much into there, and it'll poach it for you. So here I've got my egg poacher, and I've used some of the remaining egg whites from earlier making the hollandaise sauce here, and I've just cracked 3 eggs straight into the poacher. So I'm just going to put the lid on now, and then you just want it on like probably about quite high heat, just to make the eggs poach. So I've just got some breakfast muffins here. Just want to cut them in half, like this. I think these have been frozen, so they're probably quite hard. But just want to cut them in half with a bread knife, like this. And then you're going to want to put them in the toaster. So now I've got the eggs poaching, and that's just egg whites from earlier for my sister who doesn't like yolks. So then we've got 3 yolks here, and they're just starting to poach on the edge. You want it to be all white. It'll be all white when it's ready. So it's very hot. We've got the eggs are now ready. So I've taken it out, and then you're just gonna want to kind of just like do a bit of this sort of jazz. It's just very hot, so I'm trying to avoid touching it. And this is a yolkless one because my sister doesn't particularly like the yolk of an egg. So let's just try again. Just do a bit more cutting around the edge, and then I should just like, and there we go. Perfect poached egg. So we've got again. Right. So here we've got the poached egg, and it's just gonna go on something like that. So perfect poached egg there, and then just gonna get it in a bit, and then just get a bit of your hollandaise, and just put it over the egg, just like that. So there you go, and then hollandaise. So there's one portion. So here we've just got a bit of spinach, just to make it look a bit better and not green. And then just get a spatula and you just put a bit of hollandaise on there. Lovely eggs